We're so far away. Doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore?
Is this your intro?
This is my intro.
100%.
Don't knock on my intro, Gage.
Beautiful.
So for those of you guys that are joining us this week, there are way more than just the two of us.
Welcome back also to the Pink Flag podcast here.
Pink Flag Pod.
You are here with Emma and Lindsay again for another episode. This is very different than what we normally do. We have a panel of lovely friends here today.
We have a male in between us.
Yeah, we do, which is very different.
Did you just assume his gender?
Oh, wow. Okay, clipping that out.
You know what? I asked Casey what his gender was before we got started. So calm your jets.
Fair enough.
He checked a box for us before we started.
Yeah. Everything's
Okay.
fine. Everything's fine.
All right, so before we discuss what we're doing today, we're going to have everybody go around and give out their socials to begin. So we'll start with Justin. Go ahead.
Justin Quijano, at Justin Quijano, Millionaire in the Making.
Jessica Rook.
Lindsay Holmes. I don't know what my socials are. I don't
Nice,
have them.
nice.
Casey Overby.
Emma, it's Emma Knutson 4 on TikTok.
Abby Belcher. It's Abby Blake on Instagram.
Gage B10.
All right, cool.
I liked that. That was nice and deep.
So like I said, we're doing something a little different today. We're going to be playing a game called Toxic versus Non-Toxic.
We're playing a game.
So we have a lot of different topics we're going to go over about different aspects in a relationship that may be toxic versus non-toxic. And then we each have cards here. We will display our opinion and then debate on that opinion. So we can just get right into it then.
Keep mine right side up.
What are you looking at me for?
We're going to go
So
into it.
Justin, who is one of our assistants, you get to be
Man.
the Vanna White for this one. So he's going to be introducing the questions to everyone because, according to him, he is a professional at that.
I am a
He is a
professional
professional at this.
assistant. That is my job. Okay, so
I
we're
get to
gonna,
ask the last one on the list.
We're
He
gonna-
doesn't get paid enough.
we're going to start this out with a simple one. Okay?
Or get your cards.
Male friends for a girl. And to put this into context, this is based on a relationship. So if your girl has a bunch of male friends
And she is in a relationship.
and she is
with
in a
you.
relationship, okay?
Should we send it over there? They got the non-toxic stuff. They're the oddballs
So
out.
so
I have a
okay.
reasoning for
So
this.
we'll start with the non-toxic.
That's what I was gonna say. I have a few reasons for this. Case in point, this annoying big-headed dude right over here. So I have been friends with Justin for 8 years, 9 years.
How?
We've been friends for a long time. So we have never done anything romantic. We barely hug. I'm not gonna give up that friendship just because I have a boyfriend. But that's also something that I feel like I'm very open and honest. And we have texts, we have Snapchats. If I'm in a relationship and they're ever concerned, they can look. Not that big of a deal. New guy friends you haven't had for a long time, or guy friends that your boyfriend have not met. That's probably
Yes,
where you start
that's
to get
the
into
big
the
point.
weird, sketchy territory.
Okay,
That's the big
good.
point.
I can agree with that.
I have two reasons for this. If you're in a relationship and you have a guy friend, this guy friend ought to know that you already have a boyfriend. And if he disrespects that relationship, then you automatically need to get him out of your life. Because one, he doesn't respect you. Two, that shows you what he sees relationships as. Like, he doesn't have respect for relationships. So,
Fair enough. I want to touch on what Lindsay said. She said like 9 years. I just want to let you guys know some of the homies are waiting in the trenches. They will wait 9, 10, 15 years to finally get some play.
You tell me Justin's just
I'm not
waiting
saying
around.
Justin's that guy.
So
I'm not saying Justin's that guy.
we are an exception to a lot of these rules.
Now you could press the cat button,
A
Justin.
lot of
I mean, we're not doing that high risk behavior outside of our friendship. Like, we are not those kind of people.
women are oblivious to the fact that most of their guy friends, like 95% of them, actually just are waiting for an opportunity because they have no other options.
Yes.
That's why it's
Retweet.
toxic. Call up any of your guy friends at 2 a.m. with a, hey, I'm horny, come over, and watch what happens.
Yep.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
flip side.
The flip side, now, female friends for your guy.
you can't be 50-50 on it.
I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule.
So I'm going to say that it's non-toxic because I don't think it's not in the back of a woman's mind every time to just fuck her guy friends. I don't think that's her priority of having guy friends. Like, if you had guy friends or girlfriends, So that's why I say non-toxic, and also guys like to have girlfriends to have, that point of view, and that.
Yeah, I'm gonna slightly disagree with you,
Go ahead.
just because of the point that he made earlier. If a guy is friends with a girl,
Guys are
he's
guys.
waiting around to smash. So my boyfriend's not allowed to have female friends.
I think it goes back into play of if it's a recent friendship made, then yes, that is toxic. But if it's a long-term friendship and your girlfriend's made aware of it or your boyfriend's made aware of it, then it's mutual grounds.
It also
for sure.
depends on both sides. It also depends if you have had any romantic relations
That's
at
not a
all
friend. That's
in
not a
that
friend.
friendship.
Yeah, no, this
all
is
in that
not-
friendship. But if he has ever porked that girl, you are never speaking to her again.
If you have ever seen each other's private bits,
if you've ever done anything
You were past
romantic,
friendship
you
level.
should respect your girl and not have that girl around.
But I thought it was 50-50, Lindsay. How come you can have one and they can't?
because I've been cheated on and I haven't cheated.
But relationships are 50-50. Everybody's equal. What does that mean?
Ooh.
Gage, didn't we just talk about this like 2 weeks ago? Relationships are not 50-50 and nothing's equal. Next question.
I think we changed our mind within the past 2 weeks.
Next.
It's 50-50,
That is
but on
fact.
the
Y'all
guy's
did say
side.
that.
But you have to throw it back at him too that he put non-toxic and toxic for each of them.
Most guys, here's what y'all are not understanding. Most guys can't even have female friends because they just ignore them.
Girls ignore guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Most girls
Right.
ignore most guys. So
Yeah.
most guys aren't even able to get a female friend. That's why there's a double
So
standard
usually
with
those
that.
female friends
So
have
where-
better intention than the males that you have as female
Where I'm
friends
coming
as you have
from
females.
is it would be way more like I know I set the tone. So if I've got a guy friend and I'm not sleeping with him, if he's been my guy friend for a long time, that's staying guy friends. But now that I know that guys just have girlfriends because they're waiting around to get it in. If my boyfriend has a female that he's like, oh yeah, I'm just really interested in her as a friend, I'm gonna be like, all right, that's cap.
Next one.
Yeah.
Next one. Solid
Situational.
Points. Solid points. The next one is your man liking a bikini photo on Instagram. Your man liking a thirst trap.
While in a relationship with you.
You sure about that one?
Resounding
Okay.
no.
So we all agree it's toxic. All right. Dope.
But I'm
the only one.
Your
It's gonna be the only one.
girlfriend posting a thirst trap and a bikini pic.
If he's not allowed to
Thirst
like
trap.
them.
Thirst trap.
Thirst trap.
Thirst trap. Don't say bikini pic.
Okay, so
Bikini
I want
pic
to.
is
I
a
want
thirst
to touch.
trap.
In the way of a thirst trap.
In the way of a thirst
Not
trap.
just her with her friends like this.
No.
Yeah, you're
If you're
like your
posting you
butt's
in a
out.
bikini once a week, that is a thirst trap.
I'm gonna waffle on this one. So
I want to hear Lindsay. Why do you want to
I
waffle
also
on it?
have something with this.
And we've talked about this before. Dudes, if you're dating a girl who makes money via social media, if she makes money via Instagram, you have to understand if she's making that money, you have to let her keep making that money unless you are willing to step in and say, oh, you're making $1,500 a month off of Instagram. I'm going to take that over because I don't want you to post your butt anymore.
How many girls are actually making money off
Yeah, we're
that?
talking
I would say
about
that's
one
less
out of
than
a million.
1%.
This is like 1%
of those situations.
of girls.
That's why I flipped it.
But if he's not, my thing is, if he's not allowed to like any of those pictures, you're not allowed to post any of those
He
pictures.
can like my pictures that I post.
And what is the current? What is the currency? What is the currency for women on social media?
Attention.
And you are when you post those posts. What are you looking for? You're looking for the likes, the comments,
From who?
other men. You are not the satisfaction from getting them from women is not the same as getting them from men. You're gonna get those DMs, and you're gonna put yourself in that position to disrespect your man because you're gonna have men in your DMs.
I just
Oh
know
my
it's
God.
a bit more frequent that there are girls who make money off of in like social media than guys. Guys do not make money liking ass pictures. They don't. But some girls make money posting those.
And the guys are the ones paying it.
If
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. If and only if your female that you're looking at has a income that she generates from that or is very close to generating an income from that, then you can't really get mad.
I do agree in that specific 1% situation that he better make up for that income then.
That's why I flipped
So-
it. I want to
yeah.
hear what Jess has to say on it though,
the-
because she wanted to make a point.
The compromise there is for every time your girl posts a bikini photo, you like some other girl's butt pic.
Or he
That's
gets
how you make it up.
25% of
That's
whatever
how you
money
make
you're
it
I do
making.
want to say I feel like that number of actually making money for posting a butt pic is a lot higher than
Maybe
you think it
5%.
is.
Maybe 5%.
It definitely
While
is.
you're in a
It-
relationship with
it-
a man that's willing to accept
How many
that.
girls in the United States have OnlyFans? It's probably like less than 5%.
Well, like
It's got to be.
It definitely is.
How
but
many
still,
girls in
that's
this room
definitely
have
getting
an
up there
OnlyFans
since 10 years ago, 20
Oh,
years
for
ago.
sure. But
All right. I want to hear Jess's point.
I want to know about like if you're posting a video of your butt on like TikTok for motivational reasons.
Is that a thirst
I
trap?
think that's fine.
Yes, because the intention is very different.
But it's still thirst trappy.
no,
It
because the
depends on how you're
intention is
doing
different.
it. It depends on how you're doing it.
Yes, because
The
most
attention is
of
still to
women
get
are going to
attention.
follow other women
Yes.
that have those fitness accounts.
But the intention is still to get attention. So there will
from
be
women and from people that
There's
are in
a-
that industry.
There is a clear difference.
Because you're going to
between
want
a
to
thirst
also get
trap and-
sponsorships for putting in the work. You know what I mean? So like,
All
that's
right.
where that comes from.
next question.
All right, the next one is, yo, guys night out at the club. We go get a section. We're popping bottles. All right, we got girls surrounding us. Guys night out. All right.
Wait.
While
Guys
you're
night
in a
out.
relationship.
While you're in a
Hold on.
relationship.
Because I would like to point out most guys cannot afford to go and get a section. So can we change that to guys night out at the club?
Guys night
Yeah,
out. We're
generalizing.
getting shots, happy hour. Come on, 2 for 1.
Oh, girl, I gotta move that.
Guys night out at the club.
I mean, dude, you said surrounded by chicks. Like,
Yeah,
If
but-
you're surrounded, so
But we
Why else-
changed
hey,
it.
Why else are you at the club? You're,
We
now,
changed
now,
it.
if you're a
girls.
normal dude sitting in the corner because no chicks want to come up to you, then like, okay, yeah, maybe not toxic because you're just going to play pool.
No,
But
you're
if
at the
the chicks
club.
are gravitating
You ain't
towards
going to
you,
the club to play pool.
I only date ugly dudes, so
Well,
I'm not.
see,
You're going there to pop bottles? Yo, no, because no, we're
You're
gonna
there to have a
we're
good
gonna
time.
talk about that guy. So you're there to pop bottles. You're there to have a good time.
is your girl with you? Can she come?
No, it's guys' night out.
well, see, when you said surrounded by girls, the second time you didn't.
No, we're surrounded by girls.
So-
No, it's right.
Wait,
You're
so you said
definitely you're surrounded by guys,
generalizing.
girls. You're surrounded by everybody because you're the guy with.
wait.
Wait.
We made an addendum that this is not dudes in a section, right? You've
I
not
vote
rented out the
section.
VIP
You
section.
know, 5 homies can go in on a
All right,
section.
but I'm just saying, we have said the average person, right? The average person cannot afford
Yeah, this is
or
all
will
gonna be
not
for the
pay for
average
a
person.
section. So we're gonna say guys' night out at
Happy
the
medium.
club.
So we are
and
exceptions to a lot of
go.
things.
Because most guys, when y'all
If
go
it's
out for
just a-
guys' night at the club, I'm sorry, but unless you're like top 5% in attractiveness, you're not picking up girls.
No, it's the intent though, because if those average guys could be in that section, they would be there. And honestly, if you had 5 dudes that all pulled half their paycheck from that week, you can get a section for less than $1,000.
But you said it
Half their
yourself.
paycheck for that week.
Yeah.
That's
You said it-
toxic. If I've got a dude
Okay,
spending
well-
that
So
much
back to the
money
point.
on
Okay, well-
alcohol,
Back to the point.
You
have
said
a guy's night out. You're in the club popping bottles. Is that toxic or not toxic? Your girl's not allowed to be there. It's guys' night.
But you said it yourself. You don't take women home from the club.
yes,
Guys'
he does.
night out. Guys' night out.
No, you say you bring a date.
But
you
this is
don't
guys' night out. You're
So
in a
are you
relationship.
guys fighting for
But a
this to be
guy's-
not toxic?
I'm talking
What is
about
going on
men in
here?
a section. I don't know. I'm talking about
This
men
is
in a
the scenario.
section.
This is the scenario. Guys' night out. We're popping bottles in the club. It's just the homies.
Are we
okay?
talking general
And we
men
got
or talking Justin level men?
Seville? You can get a section for $300. That's doable for everyone. There's local clubs.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you
if
are
it's,
at the club.
if it's a Justin level
Sorry,
guys' night out, that's
It's
toxic.
toxic
yeah.
as hell.
Okay, we're popping bottles at the club, right?
All right, let's hear what Casey has to say. He's the only one out.
Man, I don't know. I guess the older I've gotten, like when I go to the club, like it's very rare that I go to the club, to be honest. And when I do, it's with my boys, and we just have a good time. And the last thing I'm fucking thinking about is taking some random chick home. So maybe
This
that's
is
just
what,
me
yeah, and this
personally.
is
That's
while
what
you're in a
I'm-
relationship. You gotta
Yes.
remember.
That's
Well, and
true.
that's why I'm
That's
saying,
You
scenario.
shouldn't
like,
even be in the club if you're in a relationship.
I think guys' nights out are healthy. I think guys going out to the bar to play pool,
In the club.
hang out, have male camaraderie. I think that's important. If you're going out to the club and you're getting that VIP section, 9 times out of 10 it's because you're trying to pick up other women.
100%.
That's not okay.
Okay, so the question was guys' night out at the club. You're popping bottles.
No, that is not the question we wrote down. You are
is.
making your own little.
It is actually.
So I thought it was just guys' night out.
One,
Like, we're
It
just
okay.
gonna-
literally,
we're gonna
it literally
generalize.
says guys' night out.
There's one that says. That's not the one I'm reading. In club. Okay. Either way, are y'all trying to make this
Next
No,
not
the
question.
first one
toxic?
doesn't have club in it.
Okay, so guys' night out at the club. Is it toxic or toxic or not
We've all
toxic?
said
Well,
what
this-
we're
we'll
going to
say
say
it's-
about it.
I
Okay.
guess I'm the only asshole.
Next
I don't
question.
know.
Dope. All right. Girls' night out at the club.
Extremely toxic.
Thank you, Casey.
I don't go out to clubs.
I think we should kick this to Emma because we know she's gonna rattle off that. What we all need to
I
hear.
already touched on
We've
this
heard
for a
the
minute.
worst
So
case scenario.
Same thing with the Instagram deal. So, what is the intention of getting dressed up and going out with your girlfriends and when you're in a relationship, I'm going to assume that most of your girlfriends you're going out to the club with are going to be single. So, you're putting yourself in a position like a dangerous position, one, because you're just out with your girls getting drunk. In a club scenario where you could get drugged, you could get snatched, you can get anything else. Like, it's different than a man's night out. That's why I was wishy-washy on that one. But girls' nights out, in my opinion, when you're in a relationship, why would you want to go to the club for that attention? You should want to be doing wine nights in, dinner and cocktails with your girls. Something less, like I said, the currency is attention. Same with the social media thing. Why are you posting the ass pictures? Why are you putting on that tight dress with your boobs and your legs showing, going out to the club?
Can we talk?
Because you know exactly who's looking.
Can we talk 1 minute about that?
That feeds you.
That particular point. Because I feel like this is something a lot of guys get wrong. Most of the time when girls are getting dressed up, when we're putting on makeup, when we're taking all of that time to do our hair, we're not doing that for men. We're doing that because there are other women at the bar. Honestly, if I'm going to a bar with just a bunch of guys...
Run it.
We don't know.
Run it.
So, I did want to...
smack you into next
She told me not to.
So...
Why?
All right,
Who's going to be
I let Emma make her point.
Yeah,
I
go
feel
ahead.
like I should get to
Go
make
for it.
my point.
Absolutely.
It's all about the intention. It's all about knowing who you're dating. And if you press that button, I will break your finger off.
I'm trying.
Okay. It's all about the intention and knowing who you're with.
And knowing who
Justin,
you're going out
you
with.
can attest for this. I have been in relationships. I have gone out to the bars and to the clubs with my friends. Most of us are in relationships. We're going out to have a good time. We're going out to dance. We're going to let our hair down and let loose. When guys approach me, I'm very quick to be like, hey, thank you. I'm so incredibly flattered, but I'm here with my girls. I'm not interested. Thank you, but no.
1 out of 100.
So, Lindsay, you are talking personally on your own experience. When we do this, we need to talk about the general population and how general women,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
what
Know
their
your
intention is,
partner.
because, and know the friends you're going out with as well.
Exactly.
There's going to be a lot of girls that heard that and say, oh, I can go out now. You can trust me. And then all of a sudden they're in some dude's section. And
If you're
It's
going
also
out with the
just-
intention of getting picked up by dudes, and I will say, when we go out for our girls' nights out, we're not having guys buy us drinks. We're not going into anyone else's section. We are
usually my
going
section.
out with the girls. We are having fun with just the
But
girls.
we're also single, or I'm single.
Well, this
So,
isn't
like-
the time, like, if we're doing girls' night out, I mean, if you're in a relationship, you're not trying to get picked up by anybody. So,
But what kind of reckless behavior may you be surrounded by when your single friends are out with you? Is the thing. If you let's say you go out with your girlfriends, 6 of the friends are single and you're the only one in a relationship. What kind of behavior and activities are they going to gravitate towards during that night? They're going to want to pick up men. They're going to want to be surrounded by men.
well, that's why I said it's all about knowing your partner.
do you really want your man up at 2 o'clock in the morning saying, wow, why is my in a relationship girl with 5 other single friends? What is she doing right now? That's just something that's going to be in the back of every guy's head, no matter how secure they are. It's like,
No
she's
man's going to
engaged.
want to sit at home.
Yeah.
while his
If
girl's
I'm
being-
going out for girls' night out, you can bet your ass. If I'm in a relationship, I'm going home to my dude, and he is going to get to take advantage of the fact that I've
Risky
drank
activity.
as much as I have
All
drank.
right. So
Next question.
Next
Yay.
question is going to be, all right, girls, imagine this. I got my Air Forces on. I got my gray sweatpants. I got my hoodie on. And I say, I'm going to head to the gym real quick. I'm going to go get a haircut. I'm going to go clean my car. Is that toxic?
Wait, what?
I'm so confused.
Your outfit.
What you're
your
wearing?
Outfit, my outfit.
Oh, because of the
So
gray
you're
sweatpants.
dressing like a
Gray-
slut?
Ooh, yes.
as a man.
As a man, you are purposely
knowingly
dressing
or not knowingly?
knowingly.
Those gray sweatpants are
You guys know
slutty.
what they're doing. Guys know exactly what they're doing.
Guys know what they're doing when they're wearing those tight gray sweatpants where there's nothing left of the
I'm
imagination.
with
he's
a
not
loyal
with you.
man, it
He's
doesn't
not
matter
with
what
you.
he's
No,
wearing.
he's not with you. He looks at you and says, hey, I'm going to go make some runs real quick. Puts on his gray sweatpants, puts on his Air Forces, puts on his
I don't
hoodie,
date dudes that wear Air Forces.
puts on his hoodie.
I wouldn't look at that outfit and be like, my man's going to go cheat on me.
You better.
But if he
What the hell?
intentionally knows what he is doing, then yes, that is
Yes,
that
that's
is
different.
toxic.
You are wearing, okay, guys have toxic outfits the same way girls have slutty outfits.
All right,
Intentional.
flip
I've
the
never
script.
experienced that. I've never experienced that.
Flip the script.
See, I feel like you're just painting it to be a cheating
No.
scenario
No.
when
Okay.
some men
No,
just like to
no,
wear
no,
sweats.
no.
Justin can
we're
only
doing-
speak from his personal
we're doing this.
experiences.
I'm gonna be honest. I wear gray sweatpants almost every night to the gym, and it's never with
Congrats,
like.
you're a slut.
I can't wait. It's never like, oh, I can't wait for people to see my dick tonight.
Yeah, but you got,
That's never the thing
but
that
you
goes through my
got,
head.
but you got your Air Forces on, your Jordans, your favorite shoes, your favorite.
I don't
hoodie.
have any of those.
You put on the Dior, the Savage, or the Savage.
I mean,
Why
Fuck
are
that
you wearing
cologne.
cologne to go to the gym? That
I
should
feel
be
like-
a red
I feel
flag.
like
I wear
No.
perfume.
Okay, it could be gym. It
Placement
could be
is weird.
running anywhere, literally.
If you're wearing cologne to go to the gym, that's like a girl doing a full face of makeup
feel
to go
like
to the
Dudes, wear
grocery store.
deodorant and cologne when you go to the gym, please. You're gonna smell like crap after 30
I was
minutes.
gonna say I wear perfume to the gym.
Yeah, please.
All right, next question.
Okay, so the next one, your girl puts on her favorite tight black dress, her heels, and then she goes out.
Where are we going?
Doesn't matter.
But she just don't tell you.
Both of them are toxic. The way that you dress is advertising yourself.
But
pretty
a
much.
guy, I can agree with that. But a guy isn't advertising himself in his looks and in his sweats and stuff. Guy advertise themselves through their money, their cars, their whatever they can flaunt that way. Women advertise themselves with their
You're
attractiveness and
absolutely
with their
right.
body.
You're absolutely right. But there are things a guy can do to increase that. Fresh
Sure.
fade. There's some outfits that you can tell a guy is going to be toxic in. Like you can just tell. You know,
I'm just saying, girls, I mean, just because your girl is dressing up to go run errands, to go to Target, to go do something, doesn't necessarily
could be
mean she's trying to be
anything.
toxic. It could be that she's just trying to feel good about herself.
It all comes down to if y'all are communicating or not. You know?
Let's replace that with going out. Regardless, you're just not with your partner dressing in a very, very attractive, revealing kind of way. Doing it in a toxic way, a definite, like you can just tell.
How is it toxic if you're just dressing for yourself?
It's not for yourself.
It is for myself. Sometimes I put on that tight black dress because
But
it
it's
makes me feel damn sexy.
Because you know other people make you like look at you.
Yeah, but
Because
why?
it makes
Why,
me feel
why does it
sexy.
make you feel sexy?
Because like
But why-
because of other people
Because it
also
fits me
feeling
well.
that for you.
yes, but why does
You
it
know?
make you feel sexy? Other people have to validate that for it to be sexy, pretty much.
And I know it's
Not
totally
if you
it's totally
feel that
different
way.
than like, you know, walking around your apartment in lingerie to feel good. Like that's a little
That's
different
what I equate
we've
that
we've
to.
talked but we've talked about that, but like
I wear
It's
what
the
I wear
energy.
because it's what I want to wear, not because I'm trying to impress
I have gotten
anyone.
cussed
Okay.
out because I wore my Air Forces and my sweatpants
That's
after
not
an
why you're
argument.
getting
But it
cussed
boils
out.
down. It boils down to the partner.
Where's the cap?
I was
It
gonna
was,
say
no.
It boils down to
your
the partner.
partners are very questionable.
No, same thing with
Af-
Lindsay.
After an argument, no, just to prove a point, she went out with a very provocative outfit. I said, all right, dope. I'm going to the gym. Put on my gray sweatpants, my Air Forces, fresh fade that day. She looked at me and said, oh, hell no. I'm like, no. Let's keep
That
that
was
energy for last
Okay,
night.
So
but
that's
can-
intentional.
Can
Yeah.
we say that was Justin being
Yes.
petty and
Yes.
intentionally trying to
But
start a
that's
fight?
the point between it, though.
All right, well, let me touch on
Let's
this.
walk
Lindsay
down.
was saying that she would go out like that. It takes a certain kind of dude to be able to stomach that. Like, he could be a high value man and be like, you know what, fuck it. If she fucks up, I'm good. We're rocking. The next day, I'm fine. So it really just boils down to what kind of dude you got. Because some dudes can be cool with that. Like, if Abigail goes out and she's wearing something, be like, all right, she messes up. I'm going to be good tomorrow. But, like, if you have an insecure dude, it's going to be a hell of a problem.
Well, a high value man's not going to want to deal with that anyway either because they have a lot to lose. Also.
No, I
In
think it's the-
relationships if she
I'll be right
fucks
back.
up.
I'm
That's
with you
fact.
on that. I'm with you on that because it's like, look, if she's gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat.
You can't stop it.
Well, and
There's
I
nothing you
think
can
it's
do.
the
Yeah.
it's the opposite. I think as a female, if you're with a very high value male and you're bringing your looks, let's be honest here,
Yeah.
to the table, he's going to expect you to be looking like a 10
For him.
most of the time. That's not
Yes.
just for him. So if I'm with a dude like that, I'm waking up, I'm doing my hair, I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to make sure I'm dressed well regardless of where I go. Because you are also, when you're in a public relationship, people know that you are an extension of him. There are going to be certain expectations for how you look.
And I was thinking what he said, the tight black dress, like revealing clothes. You don't need to go out in revealing
do the
clothes.
same thing with the
You
leggings.
can go out in classy, you know, like what we're wearing right now. Like it doesn't need to be like
No, it's the
revealing
thought clothes,
toxic.
it's the revealing,
Yeah,
yes.
it's the thought clothes is
See,
what
but
I'm
I
saying.
never wear makeup. Like I hate wearing makeup. The only time I ever wear makeup is whenever I'm taking videos or going like actually out to a wedding or to dinner, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I wear makeup, I'm actually doing it to impress people.
Okay, so
There you go.
my point of view on this, and Gage can vouch for this too, is like he will literally come over to my house and I will straight up have my makeup done, and he'd be like, "Why did you do your makeup?" I'm like, "I'm sitting here bored. Like, why not do it?" Or as
You
a
want to
matter
look
of
good
fact,
for him.
Yeah, or you want to look good for him.
that
Queen.
too. And as a matter of fact, like if you get a new outfit, like, and you are excited to wear it out, it's not necessarily about getting that attention. It's like, oh, I got a new outfit. I want to see how it looks.
But why are you excited to wear it out?
Because I look good.
See, but just to play devil's advocate here, this outfit that you're like, oh, I'm wearing it because I feel like I look sexy in it.
Yeah.
Would you wear that same outfit again if that night you went out and no guys looked at you or talked to you? Would you wear that outfit again, or would you be like, damn, that didn't really work
Is that an
out?
outfit you wear when you're single?
No. Like, well, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, even if I felt like other people felt like I didn't look good in whatever I was wearing, if I felt like I looked good in it, then my confidence is going to go through the roof.
The shiniest bait gets bit first.
All right, next question.
Ooh. Okay, the next one is sharing your location to your partner.
Casey thinks
I'm not even gonna say it's toxic. Honestly, that's something that's just weird as fuck to me.
It's
like,
one of
why do you
those-
need to know where the fuck I'm at, what I'm
So
doing?
as
how
a
long I'm
woman,
there?
I want my man to have my location. Because if
kinda like a
anything
safety
happens to me,
Well, yeah, and that's
I want him to
different.
know where I am.
As a safety thing, I totally get that. But
And we
like,
talk.
why does my girlfriend need to know how long I'm at the gym? You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. That's
That's
just
fair.
it's weird as fuck to me. It's always
And-
been weird.
And Justin made this point in the last one that we did, whether it's you demand it or you
Yes.
offer it.
Yes.
And it's very different if someone demands it, that's toxic. If they're just
Or-
offering their location to you, which is what I would do in a relationship, that's, very healthy, I think.
Or if they're asking you where you are and asking you questions about why were you at this place for 25 minutes.
That's toxic.
That's super weird. Like,
Yep.
I would not appreciate that.
Anything that makes your instincts
If
fly
I
out-
share
out
my
that
location with someone, that's a huge, confidence and confidentiality. And it's like, okay, if I'm sharing this, I know that this is to be used in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing this so he can keep tabs on me all day.
Yeah, or if I'm on my way and he's far away or something, you could check where I am. and
I
make
think
sure
I
I'm
think
good.
it's definitely different between
Case by case.
Yeah, guys
Yeah.
and girls, because if I'm in trouble, the last person I'm thinking about coming to save me is my girlfriend. If
Sure.
I'm getting jumped by
Yeah,
three
that's
dudes, I might be
why-
like, "Where's my girl at? What the fuck?"
My thing is if I'm
So-
2 states away and I haven't texted you back in 6 hours, please, for the love of God, call the cops.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one of the things. I don't share my locations with my partners, but if I'm going out with the girls, if I'm going out to do something, if I'm meeting with a client, Emma has my location. My brother has my location. So that may be something where I share it for a certain amount of time, but I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, my girlfriends have my location.
Glad we all pretty much agree. So the next one's going to be your
Case-
man is friends with his ex.
What?
What?
She is a liar.
No. All right. Okay, we all agree.
That one was the
No, well, hold on. Why did you waffle?
Because some of those friends you may have been, or those exes that you may have been with maybe for a week, and then you were like, this isn't working, and it'll be fine. It's just you had no romantic feelings
If your
after y'all-
parts touched,
You're next.
you shouldn't. You're an ex,
You're
and you
next,
shouldn't
pretty
talk
much.
anymore in a relationship.
I can agree
Out
with
of
that
respect for your partner.
one. So, all right, your girl is friends with her ex.
Same deal.
Can we just say that that's a no?
You'd be surprised how many girls try to justify that. How many girls just jump.
A
through
lot of
hoops to
guys
try
I
to
do
do
it.
mean, the only exception I'll make about this is women don't typically have casual sex. So if she is friends with her ex-boyfriend, there's probably a less likelihood of them having sex than a dude being friends with his ex.
Unless she doesn't want that number to go up, and that number doesn't change because she already fucked that guy.
That is a friends with benefits, not a.
An ex with benefits.
Okay.
Still toxic.
Interesting point.
just
Valid,
saying. I'm
valid,
just
very,
saying.
very valid point you make. Because
All right.
body counts matter, apparently.
Ooh. All right. So now the next one is going to be having really dumb guy friends. It's the guys that you just don't want your man going out with, they're just so dumb, they're going to get him in trouble. It's the friends where you're just like, why are you hanging out with these people? They're going to get you in trouble.
don't feel
Dumb
like that's-
drop off or jump off the moving vehicle of a 60-mile-per-hour car,
Your man is going to get into trouble because they're just going to be nothing but it's just going to be dumb.
Even if he's the good man in that group, he's going to have to be solving a lot of problems that group is going to be giving him. And putting him in also high-risk situations with those dummies.
I know we've talked about this. I've had a few situations where the guy's friends have ruined the possibility of dating me for him. I've had people spill drinks on me. I've had people talk about getting happy ending massages from a massage parlor and thinking that's really funny. Homeboy was married. It wasn't funny. Spoiler alert, we don't find that fucking funny at all.
Birds of a feather flock together.
But if
Interesting.
it's just the dudes that are kind of dumb and they're like, hey, let's go bury ourselves up to our necks in the beach.
I was
Well,
about to
then
say, there's
I-
different levels to
Yeah.
dumb.
But what do you get to learn from those people? What do you do? Like
Not-
surrounding yourself, you're not learning anything from them. You're not
It-
growing with them.
but
Like
with
if
They're gonna
they're
get in
good
trouble.
people, they're gonna get in trouble, and
with
they're
them.
just bad energy
It's
to have
about
around.
blowing shit up sometimes. So I
You
mean,
still does that, like as a responsible. I don't know.
I'm just saying, it depends on the level of stupid and toxic the friends are. If the friends are trying to convince you to do something that's going to compromise or jeopardize your relationship,
Yeah.
that's a no.
That's the point.
Right.
But
Yes.
if you've got
Yes,
the dumb
that's
friends that
toxic.
are like, hey, let's see how many marshmallows we can stuff in our mouths, or like, let's
That's
go
not the context.
see if we can fit this whole packet of bottle rockets into a soda can. Like,
We dig way
okay.
too deep into these. It's what it is if they're
The answer
dumbasses
is
or not.
it's the guy friends that you say, please don't hang out with him this weekend. I'm so tired of worrying where you are at night.
I am
Yes.
never going to tell my partner who he can and can't be friends with. I think that's incredibly toxic.
You can look
So,
out for them though, and you can say these are bad influences. I think you're on a bad path if you keep hanging around these
I
people.
think he'll make
I think it's
those-
part of your duty to do that.
Yeah.
As a
Sometimes he doesn't know that his friends are dumb.
I just feel like it's not my place as a partner and a female. If I'm sitting in my feminine, it's not my place to tell my man who he can and can't spend time with.
Well, let's say you had a son one day and he had really dumb friends, and you
He's
said
probably going to learn a lot.
you can just tell him no. Okay, different perspectives. All right. So on the flip side, the next question is going to be: your girl's got a couple of single friends who like to go out to the clubs every weekend. They're going to be the hoe friends, the thought friends.
Wait, what about them?
Just hanging
Just
out with
having
your
them,
friends.
hanging out with
just
them.
just having high risk behavior friends.
This is not a shock, right?
I think she always plays devil's advocate. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just saying, just because my friends are acting crazy does not mean I'm going to act crazy. I think it's important to trust your partner and give them the benefit of the doubt. And
Say it again,
In the
Emma, say it
correct
again.
environment.
I feel like they're bad
It's the
influences.
types of situations those friends get you in.
What'd you say? Something of a
It's
feather?
high risk.
I'm
Thoughts
a
of a
grown ass
feather.
adult,
Yeah.
Thoughts
so
of a feather
my
fall.
friends are not getting me into situations.
Your friends.
Your
I am a
friends.
grown
Your
ass
friends.
adult, so
But
I
your
make,
friends. We're talking about like the general women.
No, I'm saying general women, you don't get to blame your friends if you do something shitty that jeopardizes your relationship. That's
You should blame
on
yourself
you.
because you're surrounding
You don't
yourself
get
with
to
those
blame
friends.
your friends for that.
Blame yourself for surrounding yourself with bad company. That's
Blame
a double one.
blame
That's a double
yourself
one.
for being a whore. Let's just
Both.
throw it out there.
Usually whores travel in packs though.
I mean,
Yeah. I don't.
dudes, this is why I think it's important. Before you get into that exclusively dating stage with a female, get to meet her friends.
That is the truest statement.
And vice versa. Yeah.
Because I don't have slutty friends. I don't have friends that are going to convince me to ruin a relationship. So
And that's the point. If you did have slutty friends, you're probably one of them.
One of them. It has
Probably
not,
flocking with one
It
of
has
y'all.
not worked out for me in the past whenever I'm like, oh, she's the only good girl in the group.
stop picking up girls in strip clubs.
Well, it doesn't work that way. But
Next
the next
question.
one's gonna be leaky pipe. And I'm
Ew.
like,
What is
a
that?
leaky pipe.
No, well,
God.
that just sounds disgusting.
A leaky pipe. I'm gonna let Gage
Actually, I think
explain
I
this
think I
one.
kinda-
I kinda-
Isn't it
Gross to
dick?
you.
No. Listen up.
Yeah.
Gage gets some like.
No.
So
not
leaky
okay.
pipe, it just kind of came to me. It's probably not the best way to explain it, but
No.
but let's just say
Is this gonorrhea?
let's just say you and your partner are in a fight, right? And before you resolve that fight, they have a leaky pipe and they go tell their best friend, their mom, somebody else before you resolve it, and they let your problem slip outside of that small circle that should be your relationship. Toxic or not toxic?
Why is it just me? It's me.
Okay.
Hi. I'm the problem.
I take that back. It can go both ways.
So, I have a rule. If I get really upset with my partner, I take like 10, 15, 20 minutes. I go attempt to figure out why I'm so upset about that. But I'm also very quick to ask my friends, ask my brother, ask other people, like, hey, I'm trying to get a double check. Am I overreacting on this? Because a lot of times your male friends, people, brothers, men that are in your life are going to be like, hey, I think you're interpreting this in kind of a wrong way. So
But I think you should also be able to go to your partner
Facts.
and talk it through. Now, I
Facts.
totally agree with you to, like, step away and, like, let yourself calm down, as you both should. Like, the man and the female will also get heated in a conversation. So as y'all step away 15, 30 minutes, think about why you're upset, then go back to them. Y'all can both come back together, then talk about it like adults.
So what if you
So I
went?
can see that
What if you
point.
went to that family member or friend,
And they go, fuck
and
that
it was
dude.
a miscommunication, and now your family member's like, oh, screw that person, and then their image of them is forever.
Because
tainted.
guess what? You're going to them in the heat. Like, you're going to them when you're pissed. Like, right after the conversation, right? So you're going to say all the bad things to your mom. You're going to say all the bad things to your girlfriend. And they're going to be like, well, fuck that dude. And you may twist it in your head a little bit, because I've done this. I've done this in the past. You may twist it in your head a little bit to, like, make it sound like they should be on your side and convince them to be on your side, and they're
Embellishing.
gonna be. And then you'll justify it in your head subconsciously that what he did was wrong.
only
And
one side
then
of
you'll
the
hate
story.
him. Then you'll hate him. Then you'll go back and you'll be like, well, my mom said. Or, like, in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, you know.
I think there's.
to,
No, go
sorry.
ahead.
I was going to say, so to validate Emma's points, I can say one of my very best friends in this world, she's married to the guy now, but when she was dating her now husband, she would reach out to us only when they were having issues or having a fight. So by the time we met this dude, we were like, fuck him. He's a piece of shit.
Yep.
He doesn't deserve her. And then we meet him and he comes to us and he's like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this for her for Christmas. What do you guys think? And I'm like, damn, she's going to ugly cry. Like, that's super nice. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for someone. So then as we talk to her more, she's like, oh my gosh, no, he's an absolutely amazing person. I just don't tell you guys about the good stuff. So I think if you're the type of person like me who is not neurotypical, who may want to go talk to someone else and say, hey, am I possibly interpreting this in a wrong way? And I don't skew the facts or anything when it's just like blunt, blah, 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 here it is. I would say you have to mix the good with the bad.
And I would say majority of women, 85% of them, are going to react and kind of, you know, skew it to their side when they go tell people on it. So, like...
You have to know yourself.
Yeah.
And there's
Exactly.
a big difference in trying to talk to one of your friends, trying to problem solve, and just venting to them, wanting to hear that reaction of, oh, yeah, you're so right. Like, he's an asshole for doing this, this, and this.
Yes,
like,
I completely agree.
I think
Yeah.
it definitely depends on the amount of communication, because I can tell you from experience, if a girl is constantly going to her mom with problems with her boyfriend and, like you said, not saying any of the good stuff, it's always problems, that mom is going to hate that guy forever. You know what I mean? Like, moms don't forget, dads don't forget, brothers don't forget. So if they're constantly hearing all this negative stuff about this guy, then it's just never going to work.
It's just not fair to your partner, you know, to not give them a fair chance with the closest people in your life.
Well, and I'm also really quick to, like, you know, build my partner up and to say the good things that they're doing. Oh, I was sick and he, you know, sent food to me. That was super sweet.
Not a lot of women do that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I also feel like a therapist should probably be excluded from that.
Okay. The next one is your man accepting drinks from some girl trying to flirt with him.
If you can't afford your own drinks,
Jesus.
That is toxic
That
enough.
wasn't the case, but good
Okay.
point.
A man
I
should be able to
mean,
buy his own
Some
drinks.
girl is actively
Absolutely.
flirting with him, and she's buying him drink after drink after drink, and he's just taking every one of them.
What does she look like?
he knows he can afford his own drinks, and he goes to that bar expecting to pay for his
She
own
is a
drinks.
solid 7.5.
There's
happy.
no reason he
Am
should
I
be
there
getting
too?
drinks.
No.
Is he giving me some of those drinks?
No.
Oh. I changed my answer.
Gage,
you
explain.
flip that card right now.
Explain.
I mean, I think it's fine because if we go both ways, right? Like, if I'm gonna take a drink from a girl, I'm not gonna go house her after. Like, I'm just not. It's not toxic. I'm taking a drink from a girl, and I'm me. But let's take the other 80% of dudes who aren't gonna ever have a chance for that to ever happen in a million years, and then let's flip the script. Say a girl gets a drink from a guy like that.
So it's just the satis- so it's the satisfaction-
Pause. First
that's
off,
the next
no.
question.
You know why he's such a good dude? He's saving those $3 to $4 drinks, and now he's going to buy a piece of real estate or some crypto with it.
I'm dollar cost averaging into the S&P 500.
The way that he just explained
My
it
eyes
was
are
that
going to get stuck in the top of my head from rolling them so
Dude, this is how
hard.
you make millions,
No, no,
guys.
No.
Have the queens buy you the drinks, okay? Take her credit card, you know, get her social. You really got to... I'm joking. Don't do it.
Look, mine's super
Back to
simple.
seriousness.
I
Mine
want to
is-
hear Casey.
Mine is super simple. If you're the type of girl that thinks I'm such a high level where you're about to walk your ass up to me and pay for me to have a drink, you don't have a fucking chance with me. I'm
Dude, has
just
that
being
ever
honest with
happened?
you.
Has that ever happened?
Hell
So why
yeah,
are you
it's
talking
happened.
But
about
that
it because
is
you want that
so-
to happen for the experience?
No, it's not about
You
that.
shouldn't care about that experience.
It's not about that.
Okay, so we're all
I wouldn't
pretty much
wanna
agreeing
take-
it's toxic. It's basically it's toxic.
I'm just saying, if I
don't know.
am
It is
out
toxic.
and I'm at a bar with my boyfriend and there's a girl that's trying to flirt with him and buy him a drink, I'm gonna stand back and be like, "Hey, let it happen." If I'm with the type of dude who's going to cheat on me because a girl bought him a drink, like, bye.
But that chick doesn't have a chance. That chick has
No,
no chance.
okay.
But it's
She's
disrespectful
a
to your
solid,
partner.
attractive girl. You're not there. He's accepting a drink from her.
I mean, it goes both ways because if I take the drink, I don't have to tell her nothing's gonna happen. I'm
Because
taking the
would you
drink,
do
get a free
that if
drink.
she was standing right there?
Flip the
Would I?
script.
Hell yeah! I'd look at her and be like, yeah. She'd be like, yeah.
No, you would. You would be like,
If it was
what
some
is she looking
bullshit
like
ass-
right now?
Well,
Is she
Abigail would
like,
chop her head off, but I'm
If
just
it was
saying.
some
Like, I
bullshit
would-
ass
You
drink,
agree
I would
that
give
it
it
is
her.
toxic.
I don't
It
think
is-
it's toxic, dude.
it
'Cause
is
I think
not
I
a-
think she like I think all these girls at this table they're gonna say they're not, but they're bullshitting. They're all taking drinks from dudes and just not telling their dudes. They just are.
Okay,
They're gonna
that
take
was-
the drink
that
and
was
walk
the
away.
That was the flip side.
Flip
Was
side.
your girl is accepting drinks from other dudes.
Like sometimes it just
I
doesn't
will
hurt to not
100%
know.
laugh in their face and tell them to get lost.
I just think it's downright disrespectful to your partner to get any to accept any sort of attention from the opposite sex because you know their intention.
You're telling me you've never been
You
at the
know a
bar.
girl's intention walking up to you, buying you a drink. You know what she wants from you.
Okay, with the
opening
homie
the
who
door.
walks up, he's like shots, and like 6 girls walk up and take a shot. That still counts.
Okay, a line of shots is different.
no, it's a,
I'm talking like
that was
any,
not the
half
question.
the people don't even know who that's.
I was
That
gonna
was
say
not the
that's
question.
not
anybody. Like,
that's not buying you specifically a drink. Like
Exactly.
if
It
a
is
girl or a
flirting.
guy, if
It's
a girl or a
flirting.
guy is buying you a drink, that is fine. But guess what? They're gonna be sipping on that drink by the end of the night.
and we're not saying
by
it's
themselves.
cheating. We're just saying it's toxic.
it is a gray area where it's like you're riding that line.
I think this is a discussion that you should have with your partner because I've dated guys on both sides of the spectrum, and I can tell you typically if I'm going out and I'm like, hey, just so we're on the same page, guy walks up and offers to buy me a drink. How do you view this? I've had guys be like, here's my card, tell him you're good.
King.
So,
Yeah.
That's how it should be done.
but I've also had guys that are like, I don't care, let him buy you as many drinks as you want. I know when you come home, you're coming home to me.
It's just all about the attention from, or the,
It's also a good way to get it roofied.
exactly. It's all about the
Free
intention.
drugs, not toxic.
It's all about the intention from that person. If that's an old friend you haven't seen in a long time, just happens to be the opposite sex, so different. But if that's a random person walking up to
I
you,
would
offering
think
to
that's
buy you-
worse.
No, if it's your cousin, you haven't seen in 10 years, walks up to you, wants to buy you a drink, that's different.
Well, a cousin
Now,
versus an
if-
old dude, you know.
We are
And if
Alabama.
but if it's a random guy walking
in
up
Rome.
to you, offering to buy you a drink, you know his intention is to take you home. Because, I don't know, I just wouldn't disrespect my partner in that way.
If you can't afford
Especially
to
when
give
he's
your
not
girl drink money for the night, you don't need to be having a girl.
Especially if he's not around. Like, it's just sneaky. I don't know.
Next question.
Next question.
All
But
right.
apparently, we're not supposed to be going out, girls' nights out, without our boyfriends. So
Guys shouldn't be going out to guys' nights to the clubs without their girlfriends. I'll draw the line on that
Well,
one.
I'm single, so I can do whatever the hell I want.
next
Dang, dang.
question.
All right. The next one's going to be music festivals. Going without your man.
Has your man been invited?
No.
Why
It's-
would you not?
It's a girl strip. It's a girl strip.
Oh.
I guess I'm just devil's advocate on this every time. I don't know.
No, it's not a bad thing. I just think, like, again, you're putting yourself in a high risk situation where you could possibly be drugged in a wrong way. This, and that, and your man's not there to help you, protect you, whatever. So it's just like,
There's a reason why you don't
High-risk
want your man
behavior.
there.
yeah.
All right, we can just bypass to the next
The
question.
next one is going to be in the clubs every weekend or just in the bars every weekend.
So this will be single.
In
This
a
is going to be a
relationship.
single.
In a
Why would
relationship.
no?
I think either way, you're a piece
way.
of shit.
right?
So,
Like,
I mean,
Find
like-
a
Get
hobby.
a hobby.
Find a hobby.
yeah, find a purpose.
Pick up knitting. Like kick kittens. I don't care. Don't be in the
Kick
club
kittens.
every single weekend.
Okay,
Go
so
to the gym.
the next one is going to be
That's toxic. Better advice.
bachelor parties to Vegas.
Nope.
God, I don't want to give out game. Oh, God. It is this one, but oh, God, I want to say this one so bad.
Justin,
It's
when he
definitely-
gets
really-
married, is going to be trying to do that boys' weekend in Vegas. He's going to tell
No.
his future
I ain't
wife
getting
that
married
he's
after that
doing a
one.
girls' weekend or boys' night, whatever.
If you say that guys' night out to the club is toxic, then
Vegas
this
is 10
is
times more
This is
toxic.
10
That's
times
a-
more
it-
toxic.
This is a
100%.
bachelor party, though. This is like a one in a lifetime thing.
And it's
But, like,
toxic.
what
But
do you-
to Vegas,
What do you think he's about to do though?
why can't he go on a ski trip with the guys?
What is he
And go to the
trying
bar
to
and have
do?
a couple
No,
on
it
the
don't
ski
matter.
trip?
Maybe
Like,
he's
why
a high
does it?
roller, likes playing
Maybe he wants to
poker.
fucking try to win $1 million.
Then go to Vail. Make it a high roller vacation. Go to
Dude.
Vail.
I
Dude,
don't
they're
know.
gonna
Go to
lose
a-
$1 million.
You can do
Wait.
that online nowadays. If
Is
you really
the-
crave doing
Hold
that.
on, okay, what do you think he's gonna do though?
I've heard of a lot
Vegas
of
is a
bachelor
toxic
party
spot for
stories.
guys.
Like,
Yeah,
if you
but-
have any sort of stripper around you in your
Oh.
bachelor party,
Well,
that is not
that's what I was
appropriate.
going to ask. Can we alter that too to ask about what guys think and girls about strippers at bachelor
Well,
parties?
can I just say?
Can I be there?
If you think that your
Can I go to
fiance
strip clubs?
is about to fuck a stripper, you probably shouldn't be marrying that fucking guy. If
You
I'm
never know.
But he shouldn't be putting
so
himself
here's-
in
yeah.
that
Here's the power
situation
dynamic.
anyway.
Here's the power dynamic. Men going to Vegas is the same thing as women going to Miami.
Agreed.
Nashville.
I agree with that.
That's a happy
Okay.
medium where they both can go
Yeehaw.
to.
No.
No.
Yeehaw.
Get a dog, little one.
When girls go to Miami, they have the power. Every guy's got them on their boat. They're getting in the club for free. They're getting the shots for
Yep.
free. Guys have no power in Miami. Majority of guys are just broke, can't do anything.
But
In
honest-
Vegas, it's flipped because they're trying to milk that guy for every dime he has, no matter if he's broke, poor, medium,
And sometimes
rich.
they'll literally milk him for all the money he has in his pocket.
I mean, to be honest, just send a
Yeah.
spy. Like both parties, send a spy. Like if you're a girl, send your brother. If you're a dude, send your sister or
I shouldn't have to
cousin.
do that.
Send a spy so you
I don't
have the
fucking
peace of
shouldn't
mind and let
have
them
to
go
do
have
that.
fun.
My
Like I'm
brother's
going to
gonna lie
Vegas
to
with the
me.
homies. Like I'm going. You can go to Miami, but I'm sending my sister. Like she's
Zoom in on
coming
her
back.
face.
Like I'm just letting you guys know. I have one chance. I'm going to Vegas to play
One
poker
chance
with the
for
homies.
what?
Well, yeah,
A bachelor party. I mean, I'm not
Before
saying
you get married, one chance for what?
one chance to have a bachelor party. I'm not
to
going to
hang
get
out with
divorced.
your
No,
boys
no, no.
before your life
This
is
is
over.
not-
Hang out with your boys,
This
popping
is not-
bottles in the champagne room. Never mind.
I'm
Your
not going
ba-
to do all that. I'm going to go play poker for 12 hours. My eyes are going to bleed. Like
your
there's just
bachelor party
differences.
is not your last single night.
You're no
Girl.
longer single.
Ooh.
It's not about
Exactly.
that. Nobody's
Can
saying
I add
that.
something
Exactly.
though? I would
Then why does it
rather
have to be Vegas?
I would rather my man go to a strip club than a club though with a bunch of girls that are single though because
That's very true.
most of strippers are not going to go home with the customer. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you that right now.
I agree with that.
Yeah, no. So a club,
You don't get to do either if you're with me.
a
Sorry.
club. The
Your
chance of a
life's
guy
over.
pulling girls in club is a lot higher than a strip club. Most strippers are every guy's trying to hit on them. They're disgusted with men.
Exactly.
They are
Yeah,
pretty much
exactly.
disgusted with men.
The stripper, I've gone to strip clubs with my man. He's never gone without me, and the women love the women. Like
Mm-hmm.
Girls get more attention.
I love going to strip clubs because I know the girls are like all we're putting dollars in front of us because we want to have a good time.
Wait,
The-
quit
the
nodding your head.
strippers
You don't want to
and-
go. Like, tell her that we should go and experience that. Like, let's be serious.
The strippers
if
are
If you
the
want to
me out,
go,
help me
we
out,
should
guys.
go.
I gotta
with
I
experience
have
him.
that.
never said that. I have literally just said I have no interest in doing it. I've never said, oh my gosh, that's so disgusting. Why would I ever go do that?
Strip
It's a
clubs
chill
with your
place.
man
It's
is fun.
It's really a chill
All right,
place.
next question.
If you trust him, it's fun.
Okay. The next one is going to be your man's watching porn. Is it cheating or is it not cheating?
No home tapes, just.
Home tapes.
Whose home tapes? Like you and your like.
So I don't
You
feel
and
like
a girl.
it's,
Like, you and
Oh,
a
okay.
girl. Yeah,
it's
not those home
not
tapes.
cheating, it's unrealistic. And
It is
it'll hurt
unrealistic.
our relationship because he's going to expect things out of me that I can't do.
Really?
Like,
And
if
he's going to get used to things that I don't want to do, that I can't do. And and I think it would hurt the
Some of
sexual
those
chemistry in
angles
your
are
relationship.
unrealistic.
What's that?
Some of those angles are very.
And we talked about that, yeah.
Well, there's
They're
actual
very unrealistic.
studies that have proven that it gives people unrealistic satisfaction
Mm-hmm.
when they watch porn than actual real life.
Yes.
I mean, I've got a homie who literally has told me multiple times that he cannot get off with his girl unless he pulls up porn on his phone. Like, while
that's
he's
what
doing
I
it.
don't want
Exactly.
to happen.
What?
That's why.
Like, you just become overstimulated in
That's
fact
just
and you just get
gross.
nothing. But, like, that is the
Because
problem. That's why it's
excitement-
toxic.
That excitement comes from you can literally find anything you want on there.
So I've
And-
been in a few long distance relationships. And I feel like sometimes that's an unrealistic standard to expect that your partner is not going to masturbate or get off without you.
Then I can send him some videos and pictures of myself.
Better
If
FaceTime
you were
him when he's
willing-
throwing it back.
Yeah,
if you're
FaceTime
willing
or
to
something.
do that, that's amazing. But if you're with someone who isn't willing to do that, or you're just not in the mood, like I'm not going to dog my partner for wanting to get his rocks off if I'm not in the mood.
But I feel like if you care about that partner, you should want to video them if they're
Yeah.
like far off to
I think
do
it's
that
cheating.
with them.
Yeah.
I think it's cheating.
Yeah.
You're watching
Well,
porn,
why
it's
so?
cheating in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Just
All right.
simple
Just
as
video
that.
call
It's
each
just
other.
cheating. Like you're watching another girl, you're lusting over another girl. Men shouldn't be watching porn at all, especially if you're in a relationship. Like your eyes should only be towards your girl. Should be. Like porn is cheating. Like there's a fine line between cheating, not cheating. It's 100% cheating if you're getting off to another girl.
Fair enough. We need to move
Yeah.
on before we get demonetized.
Demonetized.
Our channel has the explicit tags. We're good. We can talk
Yeah,
about
we're good.
I will make this point real quick though, but if you and your partner are watching porn together, that is not toxic.
Different story. That is a different story.
Hey,
Okay.
sometimes you get ideas.
That's what I'm saying.
So the next one is okay, you're 3 months, 4 months, 5 months in the relationship, and your guy is purposely not posting you on his social media.
Purposefully not posting you.
Or just not posting you.
Just not posting. Like
Yeah, just not posting you.
You have to purposely not post someone.
Well, no, because some people just don't post. If they're intentionally not posting, if they just don't post to social media, that's not toxic.
If they're giving you that
intentionally-
excuse of, oh, I don't post that much, but they're posting on their
Yeah.
socials every single day.
They're not that into
Well,
you.
The only exception I will make
Just gonna
again
beat your
is
ass.
if you have, because I know we have people in the room that make money off of social media.
Facts.
When you break that veil and you remove that illusion and you say, "Oh, I have a girlfriend. Oh, I have a boyfriend," you are going to lose a shit ton of followers
that hurts
overnight.
a lot. Yeah,
And that's
that
the
happens.
1%.
See, in the beginning of a relationship, I think I keep things private, but not a secret. People know that I'm
Yeah.
in a relationship, but it's not all
Yep.
over the place.
Yep, you can go to my
Because
profile
then
and you'll
people
see.
just get used to this person all over your thing, and then they're like, "Oh, well, what happened?" or things like that, because just something may have happened. Something, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and I know Emma and I have talked about this. There is a drastic difference in shelving someone and just being private. I, as a typical rule, don't post partners on social media just because if it doesn't work out, when I get married, I'll post you. Fine. But until we're married, we're not posting. I may do a story. I may do some
Yeah.
like slight hinting incognito. I'm going to post a picture of our feet in the sand or something, but I'm not posting my partner.
Yeah, I would say
on
there's
my
ways
social
to do
media.
it. Like there's pictures, like ways to do it to where his back's turned to the camera or
Yeah.
something. You're just like holding him or something like there. But the point is, if someone went to your profile, they could know within 5 or 10 seconds that you're in a relationship or not.
Well, I'm also not
Ooh.
so
posting.
that's also just.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm also not routinely posting the thirst traps that make it.
Right.
I'm not advertising. I'm single. I'm just not necessarily advertising. I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
think
now your girl not posting you, is that toxic or toxic?
Intentionally,
And we
or
could.
Doesn't matter. You're
It's the
just
same.
not
It's the
posting.
same
We are
argument.
gonna
It's
take
the same
out.
argument.
It's the same argument.
We are gonna take out the influencer aspect.
That's
And-
1% of America. if
Exactly.
that- if
So
that.
take out the
So it's the
influencer
exact same.
aspect.
Yeah.
General
Exactly.
population.
I think it's toxic.
Yeah,
That's the
because if I'm
exact
not
same
posting my
way.
partner,
It's the
I know
same.
why I'm not.
it's the
Like,
same. Next question.
All right. So the next one is going to be over drinking. They just drink way too much. Drugs, drinking, either one. They're just always just drinking. Getting
Why are
messed
these
up.
questions even on here? We know these are bad.
Because a lot of people struggle with these. The general population, where their partner drinks too much, they're at the clubs too much, they're at the bars too much, they're hanging out with very, very bad friends. These
They're
are
running from something.
This is something that a lot of men
sense.
struggle with, though. Like majority of men have to settle for this kind of behavior because they just have no other options.
Well, I also know a lot of women who settle for men that drink too much. So
It's
we can,
bad
we can
on
move
both
along.
ends. Okay. The next one is having your passwords. Having each other's passwords.
No.
Again, it's the
Yeah.
difference between demanding it
Exactly.
and offering it up to him.
Exactly.
Because if my man needs to get my phone to change the music or something, he should be able to do that without even having
Yeah.
to
I
ask
will
me for my
give him
password.
my code if that's the case, but what I don't want is my partner going on my phone while I'm sleeping.
So I don't need
What
to
you
give
hiding?
him.
Nothing.
But why,
If you
then why would
wanna-
it be a problem? Like he
if
should.
you
I
wanna
don't think it should just
see
be a
it-
She's
problem.
not saying it is a
It's a
problem.
bigger problem if,
If
he
you
feels the
wanna
need
see
to go
it,
through your
ask.
phone.
Yeah, that, and I've been in relationships where I woke up and my boyfriend was pissed at me, and I'm like, "Why are you mad at me?" And he's like, "I went through your phone last night." I'm like, "Why the fuck did you go through my phone?" And he got mad about messages he found before we were even in a relationship.
Yeah.
So having each other's passwords, it shouldn't be an invasion of privacy. It should be if we get into a car crash or something and I'm not able to give you my password, or I leave my phone somewhere, or let's say, God forbid, that I die. Like if I die, my dad has the password to my phone. Whatever partner I'm going to have is going to have the password. There's things that you're going to need to
Exactly.
do to move funds around, settings in my Airbnb profile.
Delete the the history on your.
Yes, oh God, delete no. It's not my browser
Delete
history.
the group chats.
No, don't delete my browser history. Delete my Amazon history because I'm going to disappoint someone how much I spent on Amazon.
All right, next question.
Okay, so the next one is going to be your partner having an OnlyFans.
My boyfriend.
So I'm going to generalize. I'm not going to talk about the women that make
I have it upside down.
$50 million a year doing this.
But how many people were actually doing that?
Exactly. 1% of people. So I'm talking general pop.
I'm flip-flopping.
Is this one
Why
that
do you
you guys
flip-flop?
have together that you're posting
No.
yourselves together?
No.
You get in a relationship with this girl. You find out she has an OnlyFans.
Is she taking you on vacation with her OnlyFans money?
That's what I'm saying.
No, girls really don't share their money with guys that much.
I feel like a guy should be making enough money.
Look, when a girl gets when a guy gets money, he's like, oh, let me take care of my family and provide. When a girl gets money, she says, oh,
I don't
I'm
need a
single,
man.
independent, and I don't need no man.
I mean, I'm gonna have an issue if my boyfriend has an OnlyFans account. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Wait.
We got a
Casey-
flip-flopper. We got a
Casey's
I
flip-flopper
mean,
the
there.
look,
flip-flopper.
okay, look, I'm gonna be real. I have an OnlyFans, and the only thing people have seen on that
Link down
fucking
below.
thing is me and my towel, and I make like $50K plus a year off of that shit. And I get to go on vacations. I take my girl places with that money, and my dick's never been on there. So I
That's
mean, maybe
good.
it's situational.
It's
so-
very situational.
but-
It's very like different relationship to
yeah.
relationship.
Guys,
Whoever just like
Which
Guys,
is why the flip flop.
Everyone.
Wait.
I
What
don't know if
about
he's
your
lying
girl
right now.
having a feet
No,
finder?
wait.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know if he's lying right now. Everyone, the link's down below. Go sub to his OnlyFans. Let us know if he's lying right now.
Please sub
Let
to
us,
it.
Yeah, please.
Let us know if he's
Sub
lying.
to that shit. You're gonna be pissed off.
Give me
generalizing.
your money.
Okay. The next one is lacks self-improvement and your partner is just being stagnant.
Complacency is gross. We can all
This is
say
unattractive.
that. No.
Okay, next one.
Next
We're
one.
all in agreement.
All right. Guys with the first initial J.
No. Read the actual question.
I feel like that one's a little bit more general.
Read the
actual
actual
question.
Experiences or
Read
just,
it.
you know.
Men who are named Justin.
I want to bring
Justin, oh, nothing toxic is
We're gonna zoom in on him.
I've never met a Justin that
It's-
wasn't
it's-
toxic.
It's really not that bad.
Justin's out there.
It's really not that bad.
Justins who are out there who are not toxic,
Look,
let us know why you're liars.
The water's nice. Come join me.
The water's nice.
I
Nah,
promise
it's
you,
actually really cold.
It's Six Flags. It's a roller coaster. You'll have the time of your life. A lot of highs, a lot of lows.
Fair.
The next one, Snapchat.
Wait.
Snapchat
Just
is
having a
toxic,
Snapchat?
or just Snapchat?
Just Snapchat in general.
I feel like that's a respect thing.
You set standards.
This is very situational.
Some
Snapchat's
of
my
y'all are
favorite post.
sending eggplant emoji, insert eggplant emoji. Some of
Because
y'all are
I-
sending videos and you're telling on yourselves right now.
I don't have it
Snapchat
anymore.
is my favorite social media platform, and I know it's toxic.
Snapchat is literally an app that was designed to delete your messages after you send them. What good could possibly come from that?
I use
Like,
it for
what
very good
reason do you have
reasons.
that?
I
Yeah.
love taking pictures.
I
It's-
put pictures of my dog on there.
I would say
Everybody
I
gets
use
daily
it.
Stella
I use it to
snaps.
advertise, business, my social media and stuff, and it's a good outlet for that. So that's the only reason I put non-toxic because I just don't do the toxic stuff. But yeah, if
I
you're talking to
can-
like,
In general.
if your girl does and she doesn't have an own a business, she's not advertising on that. Like she
Yeah,
doesn't.
what are you
If she
doing?
only
Okay.
uses it to post thirst traps,
Yeah.
if
Here-
she's using it for
here we
attention,
go,
Her
though.
snap score is 6 figures.
Who
Toxic.
are her
Mind
best
your business.
Who are her best friends on Snapchat?
Every single one
exactly.
of
If she
mine
has
are my
guy friends on that Snapchat,
If all of her best friends are a
Nope.
bunch of guys, and she's got like what's the gold or red heart next to a dude's
Exactly.
name, you know.
same with the
that-
guys. If you got
Yep.
girls all in that best friend list, toxic.
But I've dated dudes who, like, if they showed me their Snapchat, if I asked a question like, hey, who are your top 10 on Snapchat, and they show me, it's all dudes. I'm like, what are you guys sending?
He changed the name.
But you
Now
can
you got
tell that shit by
Bitmojis. And the
Bitmoji.
Now you got
I was gonna
Bitmojis.
say, those Bitmojis don't lie.
They'll snitch on you.
Why is Domino's your number one top friend?
Oh my God. Next question.
Okay, the next one is threesomes. My dude.
Beat the living hell out of you.
I mean, I've
You know
never,
what?
I've never had one, but
I gotta
wanna
support the
hear.
homies on
like,
this.
it is like we're
No.
living one life.
Ew.
If you all believe in that, we're
Hold
living
on.
one
Hold
life.
on.
Pause. If you got two of your homies and they haven't gotten any action in a
Shut
while,
up,
you
man.
have got to.
So we're talking about
yo.
two things in a girl.
No,
Hey, yo.
no, I want to hear your explanation. Why is it?
If you're gonna say porn is
I have something to
toxic,
say to this.
Hold on,
I mean-
I want to hear.
I mean, personally, when I'm, 60 years old and I'm looking at old girl and she's looking at me and we're like, let's bring a young hot babe into this. Run it up.
I
have a heart attack.
You will.
I
When
will.
you're 60 and I'm sitting here sagging like a motherfucker, you're going to be like, yeah, it's time.
I have
So
a
we're
vibrator
gonna
for
have.
that.
We're just talking about 60 plus right now.
So
No,
are
we're
you
not
letting
about
her
people
bring
our
another
age.
dude in, or is this girls only?
There's your $1 million
Absolutely
question,
not. I mean,
Gage.
if she brings another dude,
Is there
I'm
a
running out the
clap
corner into another girl, but like,
So there's a double standard.
girl on girl is okay, but.
I mean,
Anytime
I wouldn't
I've
want a
ever-
second guy in
No.
there. I'm just saying for
Let's
myself.
be real here. I
So,
don't. I
first
don't
If you
off-
really want a
penises in
threesome,
my
it
face.
wouldn't matter either.
Well,
That's a lot of work for
Well,
me.
Wait,
first
hold
off,
on,
you're
Jess
already
had a
having a
point.
threesome. She's probably got multiple personalities.
Why do you need another girl?
Well,
Same
first
thing
off,
with the porn.
I'm scared to have multiple girls. I'm already disappointing one girl. I don't need to be laughed at by two girls at the same time. It sounds like a
Facts.
nightmare more than anything.
Where's that applause button?
That's a workout.
See, it also depends on if
Put that on your account.
it also depends on if you're with somebody that has like you have to have an emotional connection with that person. See, I've had like 4 threesomes and I didn't like them because I actually have to have a personal connection with somebody, an emotional connection with somebody. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I personally didn't like them.
We are adults. We are living in the age of consent. If you're in a relationship as a female and you're bisexual and you're into girls and you are okay with bringing a girl into the relationship, where I think guys get into trouble. Dudes, if you're dating a girl who identifies as bisexual, you do not get to bring up the topic of a threesome. If, however, you're out with your female, she meets a girl and she's like, hey, I'm kind of thinking I might want to bring this girl home. What are your thoughts on it? I feel like most guys are going to say yes, but I feel like it's something that both parties have to consent to. So I think if you're in a relationship where everyone is on the up and up, it's fine. And I mean, you made a valid point, Gage. You get to live one life. So if that's something that is at the top of your bucket list that you feel like you absolutely have to check off, as a
Oh, I'm with Vegas. He'll do it in Vegas.
I'm gonna be totally honest. Everybody in the chat's like, this motherfucker knows what he's talking about. All y'all,
No,
because
I-
everybody's thinking it. I know you, both of y'all are still thinking it. You want to
you're-
experience that one time
I
in your
get
life.
it. I support it. But for the long-term health of the relationship, the moment you introduce another person into it, it's probably going to go in a downward trajectory.
not necessarily.
It's gonna open up
That's
some
gonna be in the back of her mind.
insecurities to her because what if that girl looks
100%.
completely opposite of her?
Okay, wait. Let me
Your
ask.
girl's
Let me
gonna
ask.
bring it up in an argument one day.
Let me ask a
Oh, yeah.
question. Let me ask a question. I want to swing it around the table. Let's go one by one. If you were able to have a threesome and your partner was okay with it and it was in your favor, maybe an extra guy or an extra girl, would you, Justin, start? Just a simple yes or no.
Well, the answer is surprisingly no, because I've had the option several times. I just know myself, and I know that once I introduce my body to somebody else and we start mixing chemicals and, I start having, any sort of feelings for anybody else, I know that the relationship's not going to be there anymore. Same way that if she went off and hooked up with some other dude, it's not going to be the same anymore. So I've had the option and I've turned it down. But, that depends if I'm in a relationship or single. Two totally different answers.
Okay, so no.
But the answer is going to be no for me.
in a relationship. Okay, Jess?
See, I have to have an emotional connection with somebody, so I don't like it.
Yeah.
I would say, personally, I don't see a problem with it if it's a me-centric threesome. If I have another girl and it's kind of the two of us doing what we're doing and the dude is there as an accessory or whatever, like, I don't really necessarily have a problem with it. But where I would have the problem is if the guy that I'm with expects a threesome to be all about him.
I'm going to go with the same exact thing Justin said, to be honest. I think as soon as that happens, you lose everything that was there. It's completely gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go with Jess on this one. So it's a no for me, and it's because there are energy transfers in this kind of thing. There's I have to have an emotional connection with that person. It's not gonna be the same afterwards. It's just not worth the 30 minutes to an hour of physical satisfaction in your relationship.
I'm gonna say no because as a female, I know I'm gonna sit there and replay that in my mind over and over and over again. Like, oh, you are gonna literally nitpick everything.
Yes.
Like, oh, he spent too much time having sex with her while I'm sitting over here, and what am I doing? Like, you're gonna compare every
Exactly.
little aspect of that.
Gage.
I'm standing my ground. We might as well move on. Put Abigail out of her misery.
So
Let's
you're
just
saying yes?
Yeah, I'm standing my ground.
So can I make one last final point that I was trying to make? You have one life. We are on this earth one point in time. If you're with someone, you're in a relationship, if that as a dude is something that is at the top of your list, like, hey, I have to experience this before I die, you need to communicate that with your partner early on, because your partner then has the ability to say, hey, I'll allow this to happen one time. Here are the parameters, here are the guidelines, here are stop points. This is where if I start to feel uncomfortable, I can say, hey, I'm out, I'm off, we're not doing it, and it has to stop. I know of a lot of couples, and I know a lot of people that listen to our podcast that are girls that have threesomes with their partner, and it has not diminished their relationship in any way, shape, or form. So I think it's about the relationship, the connection you have with your partner, and then understanding that if you're bringing that person in, it's almost like bringing a sex toy into the operation.
Yeah,
First
it's
off-
just about knowing their boundaries in that.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm actually pretty disappointed in you right now. Why would you
As
set
you
your
should be.
Why would you set your standards so low to only a 3-way? Why would you not want more?
Oh my god!
That's the one part that disappoints me right now.
All right, next question.
Just an orgy.
Okay, so here's something that is common, more than I thought it would be. Swingers.
Swingers.
Okay.
Swing, swing from the tabletop.
Dude, swingers are fucking
I
weird.
feel like this is very similar to the last one.
I think it's
Upside down
swinger-
pineapple.
Why are you married at that point? That is my one question.
Yeah,
Why are you
it's
married?
just-
He
Again,
even puts the skull upside down.
Again, I will say because I know we have people that listen to our podcast who engage in this sort of a lifestyle. It's all about consent. If you have two people in a relationship that's how they get their rocks off, great, more power to you. It's not personally something I think I would be okay with, the whole concept of switching partners. But to each their own. Live your life.
Fun fact that at the beginning of The Grinch Stole Christmas, the whole reason they were putting the keys in the
Swinger
bucket
party.
was a swinger
Oh,
party.
God.
I did.
I-
That shit was so
It's
funny.
ruined my childhood.
I really respect Lindsay's takes on these two, because like at the end of the day, if Abigail says no and she doesn't feel comfortable with it, like I wouldn't do it. And I think that's a healthy way to do any relationship. So I like the way
Absolutely.
that you're like putting that out there and explaining that. I think that's the best way to go about it. Like if both parties are like, it's a go, then it's a go. But if one person's a no and it's going to mess it up, then yeah, it's
That's why
obviously
you got to
a
whisper in
no-go.
her ear
Well-
every night while she's sleeping to plant those seeds. We're
So
playing the long game.
here's
We're playing the long
here's
game
maybe
here.
a TMI share moment, but I was in a relationship with a guy who, after a while being together, confessed that he really wanted to engage in what's it called when the girl has like the strap on and she
What?
Pegging?
pegging.
Pegging. Mhm.
I had a guy I was dating who came to me and was like, this is something that I really feel like I want to experience before I die. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. This relationship is over. And I hated to be that person, but honestly, if that's something that he's that much so into, I would never say, you don't get to do that. I'm not
Kink
going
shame.
to deny you the right to experience something that is essential, and like you're going to be on your deathbed in 100 years and you're going to be looking back on that going, damn, I really wish I would have tried that one time. He's not going to do that with me. He's going to be like, oh, I'm really glad she broke up with me so I could go give this a shot. So if you're with a person and they're like, hey, I really want to be a swinger, I think this is really critical. I think that's your cue to be like, hey, that's not going to be something we're compatible with, but just because I'm not compatible doesn't mean you're not going to find someone that'll do that for you.
Let me
Yes,
ruin
ma'am.
every guy's dreams about this. Imagine you walk up at the grocery store one day and you find the dude that's been plowing your wife voluntarily, and y'all high five and say, thanks for plowing my wife, my dude. Just say that one out loud before you actually go down that path.
Weird.
Some people are into it. We can just leave it at that. To
Okay.
each their own. I'm not ever going to yuck someone else's yum.
Okay, the next one, and we're getting towards the end. Phone on D&D.
Go ahead, Justin. Lie to us. Lie to us. There you go.
I think it's toxic.
I think you're traumatized.
No, it's just, if I've been on both sides of that, and we're not talking about your phone on D&D. We're not talking about your phone on D&D during a business meeting. Your girl's out for a girls' night and her phone's on D&D.
Oh, girl out for a
That's
girl's
a-
night.
or no,
that's
just in
different.
general. Like your
That's
phone,
You
different.
have
the phone is
specifically
on
mentioned girl
the-
being on a date with
no.
me and her phone's on
the
D&D,
phone's
and
on
you're
D&D.
like,
No,
So
like
my phone's been on D&D for like 2 months now, but I select who
okay,
can text me,
okay.
the notifications
That's
that
not
can come
true
through.
D&D though. That
Okay.
means D&D means you're chilling with your partner and your phone's on D&D.
That's toxic.
you're at dinner with
You're
your phone
using
up,
do not-
and you have D&D on, so
Yeah,
she
the
can't
whole-
see text coming through.
The whole thing of, if their phone is face down at the dinner table, that's toxic. Well, first off,
Thank
I don't
you.
want to see my phone.
Thank you.
Second, you have D&D, so it doesn't matter if it's up or down now. So I think D&D is toxic.
I think D&D is an opportunity for me to be able to completely check out from that phone, because those phones are
Yeah.
fucking addictive, to be able to check out and say, as your partner, I'm agreeing for the next couple of hours to give you 100% of my undivided attention. When my phone is on D&D, if it's an absolute emergency, people that need to reach me, my parents, my brother, they can bypass that.
That's
if
not
they
true
call
D&D.
me, if that's how D&D works for iPhone
So you said
now.
D&D for girls' nights, right?
D&D means like
D&D
nobody
away
can
from your
see your
part- or, like-
notifications. Like you are shutting off every form of notification
Well,
around you.
they couldn't see any notifications except for my dad, my mom, or my brother, who would only be
Yeah.
an emergency.
That's
so
what I have mine set
I don't
for.
think it's toxic. I think that's being a respectful partner. And when I'm out on a date, I'm giving a guy 100% of my attention, because otherwise, every time that phone vibrates, it's catching my attention
Yeah.
and it's breaking.
That might
focus.
work for you, but
Yeah, I'll stick with the
almost
non-toxic.
every girl, and I've been on both sides of this. If the phone is on D&D when they're around you, it should raise a red flag.
Stop dating toxic people and it won't
Yeah.
raise
No,
red
this is just a
flags.
common thing. Like I've been around a lot of people, and it's rare. Like that might be true 1 to 5% of the time, maybe, but usually people use stuff like that in an ill, malicious way.
Why do you think it's non-toxic?
I just think it's a form of respect, to be honest. Like, I'm on my phone all the time, and it drives my girl crazy. So if we go out to dinner or something, the first thing I do is set it down, face down. I'm like, look, this is me showing you have my attention for this next hour. I'm not gonna do any bullshit. You know, I think it's just like like me showing respect. Like, I'm giving you my attention. So,
That situation works, but majority of the people that do that, it's for a negative reason. Same thing with Snapchat. You probably use it in a positive way, but a majority of the population is probably using it in the
If
wrong
I'm on
way.
a date with a guy, I want his phone to be on D&D. I want it to be in the pocket, and I don't want him to look at it or touch
Exactly,
it.
because
Yeah, I
some will
agree with
get
that.
like distracted on it. Like I've been on dates where they're like distracted on their phone. And it's like pissing me off, and I'm like, dude, we're on a date right now.
Oh,
Put
Lindsay
your
left a
phone
whole
away.
ass date.
Oh,
I've left dates. I've left dates, yeah.
I have left a date because a guy was just on his phone the entire time. It took this dude over 30 minutes after I left the restaurant. I was home. I was in my pajamas. Makeup was washed off. Hair was brushed out. Like, I was home. And he messaged me, hey, are you coming out of the bathroom? I was like, bitch, I left.
Yeah.
But I have also been on a date where the dude was fucking scrolling through like Tinder or Hinge while we were on the date, and I was like, "Are you kidding?" And he was like, "Oh my god, it's like a force of habit. I swear I didn't intend to do this, but
That man
it's
would've
just
got
like
hurt.
I pick up my phone and I was like, okay, well this is over. Nice
Yeah.
knowing you, bro."
I'm not gonna lie. I had a situation where I had a Tinder notification pop up on my phone with one of my it was the first day I ever went out to eat with my girlfriend and her dad. It popped up,
Cute.
but it was way different for me. I had just done an ad for Tinder, so like I had to download the app to
Using
make
that
a video.
excuse.
No, this
You're
was
an exception.
real. This was real.
Using
But
that.
like explaining this to my girlfriend was the hardest thing ever. Like obviously she's not.
Let her
gonna
see
believe
it.
that.
Babe, I'm not using Tinder. I'm researching it. I'm using it as like I'm getting paid.
UGC.
Open the application. If you have matches and messages that you've been sending to girls, now you're going to
New
be in
ones.
trouble. But if you have no matches, you have no messages, and you're just doing it for work, she can't get mad.
But I'm using Bumble for
That's
friends
exactly
though.
What happened? There you go.
Fuck off, Justin. Next question. Do we have any more questions?
I think that's it.
That's there's one more, but
Okay.
let's say the outro first, and then we will.
Oh, it's
do the
because
final.
it's the.
Okay, so we've already gave our socials. Everybody's links are going to be down below. Go ahead and
Yes.
end us out.
Hello. So thank you guys so much for joining us and our friends. I don't know about Gage. He's not really a friend, but everyone else here. I'm kidding.
Right now, he's being exiled. He's being exiled right now.
No.
Everybody in the
Thank you
comments is
guys.
going to be loving him though.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was so great to get to have some of our
Yes.
friends on. We
If-
have loved getting to play the toxic via non-toxic game. Those of you guys who agreed with me, let me know why I'm the smartest, most right person in the world, and let Justin know why he's wrong all the time.
Yeah, if y'all like what we're doing here too with the panel, let us know because
We can do more.
we do this a lot with Justin's podcast, so we would love to do this more often.
Emma, drop the socials.
Oh yeah, so our socials is at the Pink Flag Pod on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and we are also on Spotify, Podchaser, and Audible as well for free.
Wonderful. And then you
Millionaire
guys
in the Making?
for Millionaire in the Making.
Millionaire in the Making. Link down below.
All right,
Love
word.
it.
All right.
Word.
So now, if you're still here,